Hey everybody, welcome to the Beam Stream. What an exciting week around here, lots to tell you. Let me introduce everybody who's here right now. Of course, you know Laura.
Good morning, good afternoon.
Well,
hey everybody.
They could be listening at any time.
Yes, you could. So hey!
Yeah, just hello.
Hey!
And we got Chris and James from Big Tex Trailers in Benton. How you guys doing?
Good.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Well,
Big
That's
Tex.
right.
yeah, Big Tex, that's right. You guys may have seen the video that we put online. That was a lot of fun. We'll talk about that here a little bit later. But first of all, let me tell you guys that we've moved, not Laura and I, but the Beam Stream. You know, we've been on the Corey and Patrick iHeart channel since we started, and iHeart said, hey, you guys are getting a lot of listens, a lot of shares and stuff. We're just going to give you your own channel. And I said, hey, you know what? Does that make me work more? Because if it does, keep it. No, I'm kidding. So you can look it up, the Beam Stream. Laura, you said you just put in Beam Stream.
Yeah, you can just go, when you pull up your iHeart, go to the little magnifying glass, the search bar, and put in Beam Stream or the Beam Stream. Either one, it'll show up, and we're there. And
Okay.
With all our splendor.
Excellent. Well, lots to talk about this week. I got to tell you that those of you who listen to the show regularly know that I had a tire issue the other day. Now, you guys, Chris and James, you wouldn't know this, but something that never happened to me in my entire life. Now, look, I've been on the planet a number of years, and I've changed many tires. I've been on, I remember changing tires, and maybe you guys remember this, on the side of the freeway with that old jack that went, you know, it's about 4 feet tall, and boy, as soon as a diesel drove by, it'd just fall right off. Yeah, those dangerous jacks. I've filled air in many tires, so I was putting some air. I had my sensor came on today. You've got, you know, a tire going low, and so I said, oh, well, let me stop, put some air in it, and put the air machine thing on there. The stem broke right off, pop, and it just went, and I was like, oh no. Yeah, that was quite the nightmare. But luckily, I was near Fitz Auto, and they sent a pit crew down, and they took care of it for me.
I have never seen something get changed that fast. Like, literally. This dude called me and was like, I got a flat tire, so my immediate reaction is like, man, the money, you know, I'm like, oh, how bad is it? New tire or patchable? Are we like trashing it, or do we got to change it? Like, which is it? And,
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, 5 minutes later, he texted me and was like, I'm back on the road. And I was like, how?
Wasn't quite 5 minutes, but the dude came down there, and he...
It wasn't 15 minutes
No,
tops.
it wasn't. He said, I'll be back in just a few minutes. Give me just a minute. And he came, jacked the tire, took it up, went down there, brought it back, put it on, said, all right, man, you're good. And I was like, oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah. You know, but I was just lucky. I happened to be like 3 blocks from him, so that worked out well. But a couple days later, a different tire had a little bit low air on it. And so I stopped, right? And I stopped at Alexander. There's a gas station there, and they have free air. And I'm a big fan of free air because I just paid $1.50 for air the day before, which I feel like is a rip-off and a half, man. That's worse than bottled water. $1.50 for air.
Yeah.
But people who are desperate, like I was, will pay that. It didn't even take money. It only took a credit card. I'm like, this is crazy. Okay, but at Alexander, it's free, right? So it was only like 4 or 5 pounds low, but my tire only holds 30 pounds of pressure. So 4 or 5 pounds can make a difference. And I started putting the air in, and I'm looking at the tire, and I'm like, oh, there's the problem. Look, there's some kind of nail in it. Okay, now look, my dumb ass, I've watched enough medical shows in my life to know if you got something sticking in your carotid artery, you don't pull it out because they'll bleed to death. But I thought, you know what, if I pull it out, it'll close the hole. And it started happening all over again. I pulled it out, and I'm like, oh, God, man. So, but it wasn't going as fast as having the stem break. So I was like, well, if I hurry, I can get to the next exit and, you know, get somebody to plug it because it was right in the center. And I'm going to tell you, I got a little aggravated with a tire place that rhymes with Bamsey Tire. I'm not going to say their name, really.
In Bryant.
In
Bamsey.
Bryant. Right next to the optical place near Walmart. Rhymes with Bamsey.
They sold out recently.
Yeah, they used to be Flat Tire many moons ago. And
he almost fought them the other day.
Well, I didn't, but I did feel that way because what was going on is I'm tripping. You know, I pull right up to the bay. I walk inside, and the guy comes to the counter, and I say, "Hey, listen, man, I just pulled the nail out of my tire. It's going flat on me. I need a plug." And he just looked at me, and he might have said, "Oh, man, that sucks, dude. Let me take a look at it," or "Hold on, let me get my guys to take a peek and see how quick we can get you in." But the dude said, "Well, it's going to be a while, man." And I'm like, "Okay." Well, but I just kind of need a plug. He goes, "Yeah, we don't do plugs here." And I just went, "Okay, all right." I said, "Well, where's the nearest place?" "Well, I don't know." I said, "Brother, listen here. You know who your competition is. You gonna tell me where there's a tire shop near here I can go to?" I said, or somebody gonna fix this." He goes, "Oh, well, you might try Bryant Brake and Tire," which was right over the bridge on rental, there by the, I guess, is it still a food giant over there? Is that what that is? Those guys were super nice, by the way, at Bryant Brake and Tire. They were so nice. They were listeners of the show.
That's
They were
owned
super
by a
nice.
dirt tracker.
A what?
That's owned by a dirt tracker.
A dirt tracker.
What does that mean? Is that
Dirt
what?
track racer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, is
Bryant
it?
Brake and Tire, yeah.
Well, they were super nice guys, and they took real good care of me. And I mean, I didn't ask for any favors. I paid them for the service.
So
but-
don't go to Bamsey.
Yeah,
Go to, what's it called?
Bryant Brake and Tire.
Yeah, Bryant Brake and Tire.
Bryant Brake and
I'll
Tire.
always give Bamsey or anyone else a second chance to redeem themselves, but that was not a
Sounds
good
like
look.
Bamsey don't even want you there
Sounds like it's
anyway.
gonna be a while.
Well,
Good, Chris. That's what I'm talking
that's
about.
right. That's right. Speaking of inflatable, I'll tell you what we've been looking at. Both Laura and I have been on the internet, and we were thinking about maybe buying a late model, low mileage hot tub.
Well, hold on.
What? Go on. Go
No,
on.
I've not just been looking spot on just for these. I like to look at Marketplace when I'm bored, just because it's like going to a yard sale. Just see what random shiz people are selling.
Right.
And I just happened to notice that a lot of people are selling, there's like a hot tub in there every
Hot
day,
tub
a
of
new
fun.
one. And I just told him like about a week ago, I was like, dude, I am seeing like hot tubs left and right. This must be like the time of year that people sell them, So no, I wasn't just looking for a blow up thing. Okay, it just sounded weird.
Well,
Like,
it
I'm
sounds
just-
weird when you say a blow-up thing, I'll be honest with you. But but we started seeing these inflatable hot tubs that you can get.
One for $250.
Yeah, and they look like, I don't know a lot. I started reading
We're
reviews
big
about
people.
them.
I don't know if it's a good idea.
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out.
We're big and I'm a drinker. Double the problem.
They did say, I did read something interesting today. It says no matter what number it says, it sits comfortably, subtract 2 from that. Because they got you way too close for it to be that comfortable.
Yeah, you have to be like a marathon runner to, one of those people with those stickers on your car to fit the exact amount it says.
Well, I'm thick, but I'm not so thick I have to buy 2 plane seats.
They're not for
You know?
husky.
Yeah.
Husky.
They-
Oh my
they need to
God.
make- they need to make husky hot tubs.
No,
Husky hot tubs.
man, my mom bought me husky jeans when I was a kid, and I had to wear
From
those
Sears.
to school. Yeah, do you know how bad it is when you wear husky jeans to school? It was like you may as well put a target on my back. Oh, husky, what's up, fat ass? Oh man, come on, mom, husky.
Try having to wear hand-me-downs and you're the youngest child, so you don't even see a new pair of jeans ever. You just get the hand-me-downs.
But they were
And
already in stock.
Hey, you're the only girl in the house.
Well,
People are paying $100
sucks.
for these worn out
I'm
jeans
just kidding, it
now,
wasn't
so
that
I mean,
bad.
you were getting over hand me down for free. So, hey,
yeah, now they pay
they were
premium for
pre-worn.
that.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, the less there is of the pant, the more they'll pay for it.
Yeah,
I don't know how
The
that.
more distressed it is.
I was
Yeah.
looking at one of my kids and I said, "Man, you need a new pair of pants because the knees were all holes in them." And she said, "These are brand new."
Right.
And I was like,
Yeah.
"And I bet I paid for those." And
My mom
I can't
threw.
believe I
Yeah.
My mom lost her mind. One of our most epic arguments was me trying to go to school one morning with my knees blown out like that. She was like, "You're not leaving the house."
Oh, we know
like
how that happened.
No, yeah. Oh.
Sorry.
I had to work my way through, to get comic books and stuff. You do what you got to do,
$20 is $20.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, and so I was wearing the husky jeans, and I went home and I told Mom, they're picking. Come on, man, I can't wear these to school anymore. I'm 13. And so my dad gave her some money. What did she do? She couldn't take me to a name brand place They used to have these clothing expos that would come to town. This one was down at Baseline in Chico in 1985, okay? And it was just these people who'd come through town, like, you know, the big ones back, the big one, just clothing. And she bought me some Rigoletto jeans. Never heard of them since.
Rigoletto?
Yeah, they were some knockoff jeans. They were worse than the Husky. I nearly got beat up 5 times wearing Rigoletto jeans. I took those home and I said, I'm not wearing these.
You took some good blows to the face when you were a kid.
You took a lot of blows to
That's
the
what she
face.
Hey, it's.
Huh?
Yeah.
She doesn't know what to say.
No, it's like I can't say anything appropriate, so I just.
I know,
right?
Chris, what did you guys, what was the in fashion when you were, let's say, in high school?
Jabot jeans.
Yes. What year did you graduate?
Verite and Francois
Graduated
Jabot.
in 02.
02.
02.
So yeah, Jabots were huge.
Yeah, when you were getting your Rigolettis, I was about 2 years old.
I know, doubtful. You weren't even born.
Were you wearing
No,
actual
I was born in
Jabots?
83.
I know.
Were you wearing real Jabots?
No.
Yeah, real Jabot.
Not knockoffs?
Right.
I could never.
Jabot
I had a bunch of friends, and we would like each one of us could afford one pair, so we would swap. You know,
Let me tell you something.
everybody would trade pants because they had styles. You know, some of them were stripes, some of them were.
Oh,
Hold
were
on.
the colored ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the green and the
all
red?
kind, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
Okay.
believe some of the things
What
we
about
wore.
the skater jeans? Because that was huge during our time. If you graduated,
like the Stonewash?
like the Jinkos.
Big old
Oh,
You
yeah.
know-
Oh, yeah.
God, those things were
They're
huge.
comfortable too, though.
Man, I never had. Well, I'm a girl.
Were those
so.
the wide leg
And
pants?
I like.
Yeah, I wore the hell out of them things.
They were like
Yeah.
denim
With your
MC Hammer
bands.
pants.
Yeah,
Put your bands
skaters
on.
were huge in our time. I would say skaters and the people that played hacky sack.
Yeah.
If I remember,
Back when we were listening to Limp Bizkit.
yeah, I don't care what anybody says. They had some good jams, man.
Hell yeah.
You know who has better lyrics than "I'm like a chainsaw, I'll skin your ass raw."
And you
Yeah, I mean,
also came into this world as a reject.
I did.
Get it? Do you know that song? Hello.
Where
Where are you at?
You're gonna be
Playing. I'm
rolling,
just
rolling,
playing.
rolling out the door in a minute.
Tonight. That was
Jabos,
also that
if I
song.
remember, Jabos were so tight you could see your zodiac sign. Is that right? Is that how those?
They had a
fit?
lot of buttons on the front.
Yeah.
If you had,
Or ooh,
if you had to go
Lucky.
to the bathroom, you had to take a few minutes.
Speaking of the buttons, Lucky jeans were huge then too.
Oh yeah.
Lucky jeans were huge.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
And I guess towards more of the time that we were graduating, American Eagle and all that.
Oh yeah.
you know what else was huge? Unprotected sex.
Well, that's.
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding. It was yes.
Well, that's
I don't
always-
know.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, back in the day, whenever they invented birth control, you should imagine how things got different for.
Man, you know how many people
I don't. I
celebrated?
never even thought about
You know
that.
what I'm
When did
saying?
birth control come out?
Like in the 50s.
1970.
How do you know?
No, I'm kidding.
How do you know about that? Because you have 4 kids.
Yeah, I know the history of all things birth control.
Yeah, he's done the research
Yeah,
like Tom Cruise.
absolutely.
I've done the research.
Absolutely.
Help me, help you. James, what about you? What was big when you were in high school? The fashion.
That was MC Hammer pants.
Like parachute pants?
Yeah,
the
parachute
big
pants.
baggy.
Yeah.
That and parachute pants. Michael Jackson leather.
Oh,
with the
yeah.
zippers. And,
What?
I can see you in one of those red jackets.
no, I
man.
never wore. I never have.
Doing
But I
the
have a
beat
friend
dance.
that still has his.
Really? I
Yes,
bet that's
and
worth
can
money.
still
Actually,
wear it. Yeah.
he can still wear it.
Yes.
Screw, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scott
Ah.
Romine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who's Scott Romine?
He's,
Mr. Romine's son.
Mr. and Mrs. Romine's youngest boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was runner-up for man of the year for he's got non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and he's in the
Yeah.
hospital right now.
Yeah.
So
God, I
should
was
take
going to
him his
make a bad
jacket.
joke. Thank you for saying that part about the hospital.
You should take him his jacket. He
Right.
can rock it out. In the,
hey, he gets up every morning, puts his Jordans on, and gets dressed like
You
he's
don't
going to
get-
go somewhere. But I mean, he can't even have visitors right now.
Oh, man.
That's
you know,
horrible,
his
actually.
immune system is-
God, thanks for killing the vibe,
No,
man.
that's
But
right.
no,
Hey, positive
hey.
thoughts to Scott.
Yeah.
Get on Facebook and look him
Send
up.
him some
Scott
positive
Rowland.
thoughts.
Hey, he is the most positive.
That's good, though, for him.
Even you know, he stands up, he takes a picture of himself every morning, all dressed up.
I like that.
with his Jordans, and,
Hell yeah.
and still telling jokes.
That's actually sweet. That's
And I
really
remember
cool.
in
He's
10th,
awesome.
in 10th grade, because clearly you understand now that my parents didn't have money. I bought my first pair of Jordans at Jingles in Benton on the
Nice.
square. And they were the most basic Jordans you could ever get. But man, I think I kept those things for, I don't know how, I just couldn't throw them out.
Yeah.
You know, because they were the first ones I ever got. And I was like, yeah, I'll hold on to them.
Yeah, I wish I still had the first pair. I had the blue and black ones.
Oh, did you? I
Yeah.
bet that'd be worth some dough too, man. Yeah, it would.
Man, the first oral contraceptive, by the way, if anybody wants to know, came out in 1960.
1960.
But the 80s is when they started trying, I guess, different kinds that weren't oral.
Yeah, but I mean,
Like
oral,
beating your wife in the...
I mean, oral is
Throwing her
not a
down the
contraceptive itself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Staying sober.
wow. Big Tex Trailer, everybody. Yeah, man, talking about parachute bands, I'll never forget, I went to Barton Coliseum to see, I think it was David Lee Roth,
Yep.
Cinderella, and...
Barton Coliseum. What a memory.
It wasn't Bon Jovi, it was Cinderella, David Lee Roth, and one other band that... God, who was it? They were a pretty big band, too. So it was a hell of a ticket. But I wore the parachute pants. Had like 100 pockets on it.
Yep.
The dude at the door was like, "Why the hell would you wear these here?"
He has to go
Because
through
he
each
had to go
one.
through all the pockets. You know, Bart.
Hey, let me tell you the big difference between us. Like, Barton Coliseum hit that concert. He said he went first and only concert I ever went there because it wasn't long. You know, when I was older, that they closed it down. But
Yeah,
my
asbestos.
first one was my first concert, Mystical and Trina.
Ah,
Yeah, I
That's
know,
okay. I bet
man.
that was a good show though. Trina the baddest bitch.
Yeah, she wouldn't come out because they were trying to write her a check and she wanted cash. So she was supposed to open up for Mystical.
Would you take a check?
She was supposed to open up for Mystical, and actually Mystical played, and she came out at the very end and did like 2 or 3 songs because she
Wow.
made somebody go find the cash. Oh my
Man,
God.
the difference in Barton and
She
Verizon
didn't
now.
like paying
People
taxes.
do what?
I guess she didn't like
Who
paying
does,
taxes.
Chris? Don't be jealous. She's got brains.
Look,
There was only 10
That's
people
true.
there.
Yeah.
Government.
Bart, you know, people will light up in Verizon, but it won't take long for someone to find you. In Barton, man, as soon as the lights went out, everybody was high. It didn't matter if you brought weed or not, because they brought enough and they were sharing enough, more or less, in the air. You were like, damn, man. I mean, lights, and the security guards would try to, there was nothing.
So the concession stand was making all the money.
Oh, man, they were selling food and sodas like going out of style, man, yeah.
Hey, I think it's time for a random question.
Okay, let's do it.
That'll be a good segue. You can go ahead and start it, James. You got your question, sir.
all right. If you could write one new law that everyone had to obey, what law would you create?
Go ahead and give us our first answer.
Oh, I know.
I'm gonna say I would have to create the purge.
Nice.
That's a little intense.
It's a little violent, but I dig it.
A little
I dig
intense.
it.
Yeah. I'm going to make sure I'm James's friend. I know that.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with somebody with a lot of weapons on that one. What about yours, Chris?
Popular. Mine says.
No, not the question, you dingus.
no,
You
no,
gotta
answer my
answer this
question.
question.
Oh,
Get up on the
okay.
mic
One
there.
new law.
I would say.
Patrick, go ahead while he's thinking.
No, I'm letting it. Okay, you want me to go ahead?
Yeah.
All right, here's what mine
Keep
would be. No politics on Facebook, on social media.
Oh, that would be a
That's
good
If you
one.
post politics on social media, then you have to go to social media jail where you get no social media for a year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've said this for years. I think that you should have to have some kind of mental check background thing done before you're allowed to reproduce.
You know, I'm down with that.
I wish that when you're born, they could give you some kind of shot or something where you're just
Gene
sterile.
testing or something.
Just you can't do it until you go.
It could be a little
You're old enough.
discriminatory, but I do like
And
it.
Patrick's like, you could never do that. They would never pass. But that's what I would like to pass.
Right? No. This is
I'd like to know
fantasy
you're not
law.
you're crazy and making babies out there because a lot of people do it.
Yeah.
Why do you think I have daddy issues? No,
Right.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But for real, that
I
would be
wouldn't have
nice.
been born. That's for damn sure.
No, we'd all be screwed probably. I don't know about Chris, but Chris, your kids, I
Yeah.
love them. 4. Ugh.
Yeah.
Was that on
They would
purpose?
have passed. They would have passed the test though. They would have been allowed to finish.
All right. So what's the one law
Which
you
one
would
I would-
create if you could, Chris?
I would say if a place closes at 5, then 15 minutes before, don't go in there trying to do.
You can tell this dude is a manager of a store.
Oh yeah.
No entry within 15 minutes.
Yeah,
of
there's
closing
Especially if
time.
you want to make a large purchase and finance it, I'm sure
Yeah.
it's going to take longer than 15
Nothing
minutes.
better than going to a restaurant 10 minutes before they close and sitting down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
I mean-
you know your food's not going to get spit in.
You know, or showing up after they close.
Are y'all still serving food?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Pull through the half-closed gate. get out, walk up, pull on the door, and then knock on the door when it doesn't open.
Oh,
I think that is one great thing about cruise ships. If you ever take a cruise, is man, you can eat anytime you want,
Yeah.
24 hours.
they are
a day.
built for the drunk. That is true.
They are.
Yeah, don't be on a diet when you go on a cruise.
Hell
Sure.
no, man.
You're going to be the only one sitting there having a bad time.
Dude, they had on one of the ones we went to. They had a Guy Fieri
The best burger ever.
but it was like a salad bar, built like a salad bar. Like there was all these fries, and you just walk past it, and you could just
Bacon, unlimited
Oh my
bacon,
God.
my friend.
That's
It
what
was
I'm talking about.
the best burger. People.
I didn't want to get off the ship.
No, it was that good. I wish they'd open one here. It wouldn't be as good as that one, I'm sure. But damn, that was a good burger.
So the eating part is a good part of it.
Hell yeah.
It is a good part of it.
But
Yeah.
if you go out there after you just got through eating one of the big old burgers, and you want to get in the pool.
We are so American, and I promise you,
You ain't gotta
every
wait 30 minutes to get in the pool.
every worker in there knows too, because they stank eye you the whole time. Like they seem so angry. Those employees. Have y'all been on a cruise?
Uh-uh.
Like especially Carnival, because they have ones from people from
No,
different.
they're losing people all the time on the
They
way
look-
back, so
they
I
look-
haven't been too keen to get on one.
Certainly
have
not
been,
going to the
haven't they?
I
Dominican
definitely
Republic.
don't want to pay.
I got a
to get
good time
lost.
right now to go to the Dominican Republic on
No.
vacation. It seems like they're having some challenges with. You remember when they used to
Keeping
say
people alive.
Oh, wait a minute. My wife bought me a vacation and gave me a $250,000 life insurance policy.
That's
for Father's
awesome.
Day. It
That's
was to
smart.
the Dominican Republic.
you should go? Don't waste that trip.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they used to say you don't drink the water in Mexico. Now that was many, many years ago because you really would get sick. But now I think what it is they've got booze that's
Tainted.
yeah. I think that it's like bootleg booze or something like that that's causing people to get messed up like that. There was some person who just came out of a coma that had been there, like a teenager went on I don't know if it's a senior trip or what. Of course, they were drinking. I can't imagine
Oh, you know
drinking
that's
at
right.
that age. Who would do that? Nobody in this room would have ever done
Not
it.
drinking.
Right. And man, I tell you what we did do. I don't know if you guys have been there or not. And Laura, I know you'll have plenty to chime in because this is your jam, so to speak. But we went to the movie tavern. I surprised Laura and we took her and the boys. We went to see Aladdin because that's like one of her favorite childhood movies. And it was really good. I
I
liked
really
it.
liked it, but see, Patrick's never seen the original.
No, I
Yeah, that's sorry of you. But anyway, it was a really good movie.
Why would an adult with no kids be watching?
Yeah.
That'd be a little odd. I know it
Sounds
would.
like
I'm
some stuff
sorry.
Michael Jackson would do.
Yeah, that is. I guess you make a valid point.
I mean, I just.
But you did have Noah. Like, what's up with that?
Noah, from the time Noah he watched cartoons for a year. I swear to God, Bob the Builder, Blue's Clues, for a year, and he was done. He never wanted to watch them again. He wanted to watch Indiana Jones and Jurassic Park
Hell yeah.
over
The good
and
stuff.
over
That's
again.
pure signs of a dad that didn't want to put on a movie for them and made him watch their
If it
movie.
doesn't come on Nick Jr., you're not watching.
So
Because I pay for that. That's it.
now they have the tablets. The kids watch those
Yeah.
tablets all the time.
Yeah.
But I still like the cartoon better. It was a great movie.
No, I
Like,
understand.
I think whoever did the costumes or something. This is the first time I never watched those awards on TV and like, oh my God, the costume director, yes. But this one, like, they did really, really good on that, and I loved it. It was really awesome. But I still can't beat
All
it.
right.
What about
Robin Williams was way
That's what I was
funnier
gonna
to
say.
me.
What about the
way
genie?
funnier.
I
Well,
was wondering how that worked.
It was cute.
what if
Like,
it's animated? He was able to do things that they couldn't do.
It
with a real
doesn't
person,
matter.
right?
It doesn't matter. It was the. I
Is
wouldn't.
his
It wasn't what he was doing with his
his
body.
voice?
It
It's
was
the voice.
Yeah, and
He
the
was
different
phenomenal.
Yeah,
things
had a
he-
lot of
yeah,
action.
it was a lot better.
Yeah.
I did. I'm not gonna lie. I did tear up at the very end, though. A little
Yeah, I
bit.
know. I saw you.
Just a little bit. Yeah, I know. It caught me off guard. I was like,
No,
hey,
he
wait a
cries
minute.
at the movies and stuff like that.
When I made that commercial for y'all, I cried.
You did?
No, I'm kidding. I was
Yeah,
completely
he'll cry
And
during
when he got
commercials.
done
Hey,
making
when he made it for us, I cried too when he gave me the bill.
Right. I know you did. The,
But
the movie tavern though is the bomb because it's cool to be able to sit back in a recliner and they brought me donuts filled with Nutella.
Now you're talking.
That right there was pretty much the
a brownie with ice cream and sprinkles on top.
So they just
That's
bring
a
you.
joke.
They bring you food.
right to
Dude,
your
we had
chair,
so
man.
much-
It's a recliner.
We had so
Recliner,
much food, like
food,
we couldn't
alcohol.
even eat it.
Yes.
Oh, I gotta write
Yes.
this down.
Eat it all.
You want a Long Island iced tea? They'll bring it to you.
What?
Yes, sir.
Yes, let me tell you
Yeah.
what I had. I said spinach artichoke dip as an appetizer,
Yeah.
and then I got like this little 3 instead of they have entrees like steak and shrimp stuff like
Yeah, I
that.
had Chipotle
But I
sliders,
just
chicken
got like
sliders.
an appetizer that has like 3 different things on it: cheese sticks, chicken strips, and something else.
Yeah.
But and then they brought out the dessert, which mine was a brownie with ice cream on top and sprinkles. Like I couldn't eat all my food. Like the middle one, I couldn't. I shared with my kids. I was like, y'all gotta like, oh no, and we still had to throw some away.
Yeah, if
there
you-
was so much food. It was gluttonous.
It is.
Gluttonous goodness.
Look, if you're going to get me to leave my house to go to a movie theater, I've got a big TV. I like my big TV.
Make
and I
it
can
look
watch.
good. Make me want to.
Yeah.
Right.
And so you're
I
gonna,
want to.
Yeah,
Right,
right.
exactly.
Where we going after this?
You gotta make me want to get up off my couch.
Movie day.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, that's a whole night out right there in one place. You know, you get your drinks, your food, and you're in a recliner that kicks back. You just got to make sure you don't fall asleep. You know, that's the key.
If they had somebody to spoon with you, I wouldn't
See,
leave.
women, they go to the spa. That's the man's spa right there.
That
That's
is
the
kind of,
spa.
yeah, man. That'd be cool, man. Yeah,
Those
absolutely.
are
Don't touch me.
Buy
Just bring me
baby.
food and drink.
You can have a
Nobody's
man
kicked
date
back.
there. Yeah.
There's nobody telling you to take out the
It
garbage.
would, it would be a good place to do a man date.
It
If you
would.
watch one of those
Yeah.
movies that could never happen in real
all
life.
the movies right now are like all stolen from the 90s.
Yeah, they really are, aren't
Yeah.
they?
Oh.
Well, they are.
Child's Play.
Yeah, they're repurposing a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
recycling
Running
a
out
lot
of
of stuff.
ideas there, I guess.
But I do like the Marvel movies. I don't give a damn. That Avengers Endgame, that's the real deal, man. I mean, that was epic, man. Marvel's done it right. They've got that right.
Yeah.
I do want to see John Wick 3. Have either of y'all seen that one yet?
Hadn't seen any of it.
Did you hadn't seen any of them? Dude, I'm going to tell you, I watched the first one. It was like a whim. I was sitting at home. Everybody was gone. It was just me. And I said, well, let me try out this John Wick.
You're
I was absolutely surprised at how much I liked it. It's bad. It's almost as good as The Matrix. I mean, it was just, I was like, I've never seen Keanu Reeves kick more ass. I've never seen more bullets be shot in any movie I've ever watched. And I was like, damn, he's shooting everybody and everything. And it's awesome, man. Yeah, it really is worth checking out. I know you don't like that kind of stuff, baby. That's not your bag.
But that's okay.
Yeah, you're not a big Keanu Reeves person.
I don't mind Keanu Reeves. I love Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
That is good stuff.
sorry.
His greatest work.
His greatest
Fine as
work.
hell.
I don't know.
That was the last time I watched him.
The
Speed was good, yeah. Speed
But
the first
apparently-
one, not that
Speed was
crappy second.
Apparently
No,
he's a
yeah,
good dude.
yeah.
So like,
He
you know,
is.
a lot of people on social media
Everybody
love him.
seems to love him, yeah.
I mean, you know what?
What happened to Ted? Or the other dude?
Ted with they're getting ready to do. They're doing a new Bill and Ted.
No.
Yeah, they are.
Are they using the same guy?
They are, and they had to go. Like I think Ted was working at Home Depot when he got the call. He was like, "What? Are you serious?
Uh-uh.
I'm gonna get to be in a movie again?"
The best day ever for
He's
Yeah.
starting to
him.
give it up on his
Ted,
career.
Ted was
Wow.
Ted was probably in need of rent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, Keanu is one of those guys who he takes the subway. He walks around. I mean, he's just very laid back kind of guy. Yeah, a lot of people do like.
Yeah, they
him.
say he's gonna be that's who I saw a meme that showed Chuck Norris like handing down the throne like or whatever to him.
To
Like,
him, really?
Yes, I thought it was hilarious.
I don't know about that one. I have to think
Well,
about that.
Look, the internet's gonna choose.
Yeah,
Okay?
they will. The internet chooses everything these days, doesn't
Yeah, I
it?
was wondering why I've seen a lot of stuff about him lately.
You know, all of a sudden,
Doing good deeds. And,
yeah, he's been doing a lot of things, just helping people randomly,
Yeah, that's neat.
and not trying to show off or anything.
I like to
People-
think that I'd be that kind of guy.
if you had that kind of dough.
Yeah, I try to stay as normal as
All right,
You think so?
Yeah,
let's
He
throw
does
this
some
out.
pretty awesome stuff.
If you got $1 million,
I sure do.
if you got $1 million tomorrow, right, guys, tax free, $1 million.
Yeah.
What's the first thing you would donate to help somebody, or what's the first thing you'd want to do to help somebody?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm more the direct type, so I probably wouldn't do a charity. I would probably find a local need, and I want to let it play out with me involved. So
Yeah.
do it directly.
Yeah, so I mean, but what kind of thing would you look for? I mean, where would you find such a thing?
I mean, mostly I would, because children can't control what situation they're in.
Yeah.
I would say that I would do things like the Toys for Tots deal.
Okay.
Probably be the greatest one ever.
No, okay. That's all.
I would
That's
do more
awesome.
stuff like that because children can't choose the circumstances they're born in or what situation they're in.
Right. No, that's
No,
true.
man, and it has such an impact on who they become as an adult.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to affect them negatively, but like I just binge watch on Netflix this show called Killer. I'm a Killer, and it's like 10 episodes, and each one is about a killer that's on death row.
Yeah.
And the common denominator in all of them is effed up childhood.
Bad.
You
childhoods.
know, never being loved, and it's crazy. So yeah, I dig that.
Yeah. What about you, Boo? $1 million. You got tax free. What's the first thing you're going to help with?
Oh, I'm gonna get fillers. What's wrong with
Fillers. What are those?
that? For lip injections.
Oh, Libby. Yeah, no, that's
Oh, then I'll
You're
feed
gonna have
I'll feed somebody after that.
that's a good call.
I'm just kidding. No,
Just take care of
no.
yourself, so, yeah.
I think feeding, trying to help feed people.
That's a good one.
You
that's a
know.
good one.
Chris wants them to play games. I want their bellies full.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, James?
I would find a group of preferably like homeless veterans, something, or a veteran that is down on their luck, whatever, and make sure they had a roof over their head, make sure they're fed, and do that to as many as possible.
It is amazing the number of veterans who are homeless. There's a couple of organizations here locally. One of them's called We Are the 22.
Yep.
Michael Brooks is the guy who started that, and it really caught on. And the name We Are the 22 comes from
22 a day.
22 a day veterans who commit suicide.
Yeah.
And so he goes out, and they go out, and they reach out to him because. And that kind of segues, I would want to donate to a mental health cause of some kind, because I feel like that's the greatest problem we face in the country. And most everything that we talk about just then, whether you're hungry, whether you have a bad childhood, whether you're a homeless veteran, it all stems from mental health issues.
Yeah.
And somehow, some way, that's the one thing people seem to keep ignoring. That leads to the problems that we have. I mean, we're having a damn mental health crisis. People are willing to go online and attack each other or do things why would you? That's mental health.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, why are you going online and picking arguments with people you don't even know? Who gives a damn?
I often wonder who has time.
No,
Right?
No, Dad. I've often wondered that myself. I'm like, how miserable are you that when you're scrolling through something and you just don't like it, it's not even offensive, that you just feel like, hey, I need to go let this person know what I think about
Yeah,
this.
right.
No, even if it is
Something negative
offensive to you,
Right?
just
Move past it.
Move on.
No.
flick your thumb.
Well,
Right.
And people often don't think about it because we've, on social media at least, I don't know about in person, but we've become so narcissistic that we think if I think it's offensive, that must be I'm in the right, they're in the wrong. And sometimes your perspective is just different. Everyone is the summation of their experiences, and maybe they haven't had enough experiences with that yet. This is what I tell people, look, you're never going, if you're trying to change a mind, a meme ain't going to do it. Telling someone they're a libtard or a cuck-servative is not going to do it.
Whoa.
What? What? I'm just saying it's not going to do it. If you really want to change your mind, then just talk with people like normal people.
You're not going to change the
Well, how
message.
about this? How about everybody can have a different opinion?
That's how I feel.
How
And there's
boring is it?
nothing wrong with
How
it.
boring is it if they don't? If we all had the same drive, the same opinion, the same,
And like the same things.
Trust me, there are
and-
people.
we would have more issues than we have now.
I assume everybody I ever meet has different opinions than I do, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
We're not always going to have the same opinion. We all came up a little bit differently, and yours isn't more right,
That's right.
most of the time.
I think it's time for another
It
question.
is. Don't you have one?
I do. All right, so what do you do when you're angry? What's a telltale sign that you're angry? What do you do when you get angry? Be honest.
Hey, I think we should reverse that, and you should answer that about him, and he should answer that about you. And same
Okay.
here.
I'll roll with
Okay,
that.
I'll go with
See
that.
how well we know each other.
I'll go with that.
he-
You're going to do the same with each
Yeah.
other, then, James and Chris.
What do you do when you get angry, Patrick? Man, he's not good about shutting his mouth when he's angry. If he's not at the boiling point yet, he's like one of the most patient people I know. But once he's angry, that's when he starts. And I'm like, whoa, think before you speak, homie. Like, but that, because I'm like, dude, no, most of the time you are so smart with the things you say. Like, you try to be considerate.
Yeah.
But once he passes that point, consideration out the window.
Of course, it does take a long time, but when I get there, you're right. I typically
You end up with
I
like a
push all
black
the
eye.
chips in.
So he's a
You know?
train wreck crazy guy. He's a train wreck.
Well,
No, he's not. He don't scream or get out of
He just
control or
lets-
anything.
He
He
lets
just
those little things build
yes.
up. And then finally, whenever he's had
He's the
enough,
typical-
you hear about them all.
He's the typical woman that throws out shit from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, well, I remember what you did.
yeah, I got it all charted right
6:37
here.
p.m.
You're ready
That's
to
right.
go. Loaded.
In 2016, you said XYZ. Now, why is that? No. With her, when I know she's mad because she don't want to say nothing. She'll completely shut down.
That's the hardest one to deal with their rag.
the
'cause you're like,
opposite.
I don't know how much trouble I'm in, but
No,
I'm in trouble.
man,
Yeah.
listen, I'm going to tell you, the way I was raised, I come from a crazy place. And that crazy still lives there. So I've learned, I have to put myself up in a way, otherwise it's going to be bad.
Yeah,
That's what I do. I have to get away and I have to close my mouth. Otherwise, because if I do open my mouth, it's not going to be kind. It's not going to be nice. And my tongue's a sword. I'll kill you. I will kill you.
And so I had a pretty challenging childhood also, but my way was to try to sell my way out of it.
Oh my
I'm
God.
trying to sell my way out. I'm trying to talk my way out of it. That's just what I learned.
He does that too. Very,
He's
very
a
much
pro
so.
at talking his way out of trouble.
Yeah, and I'm
No,
like,
I-
not here, son. I mean, actually, I haven't had to do it in a while, but I would say probably like the first
You said, I
2
ain't
or
buying
3
your
years
goods.
we were married. When we were getting fights, I'd be
Yeah.
like, yo, I'm not one of your coworkers. Quit trying to sell me on your bullshit.
That is true.
I'm like, I can hear him. Like, I can hear him
You can hear the
pitching
wheels
something. Like,
turning.
I'm like, dude, stop. Like, this is weird.
Where you go with that?
All right, Chris. What about James? What's he do when he gets mad?
James is quiet and calculating when he's mad.
Boom.
Oh, he's the sniper.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, he's never more than a foot away from a gun, anyways. But I think I'm glad he was in the military because that trained him not to use it maybe when he wants to. But no, he's usually quiet, and then depends on if it's a situation he can control or not. If he can't control the situation, then like his computer screen might take a hurting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know,
technology
he
and
might start
violence aren't good
stuff,
bedfellows.
But for the most part, he's pretty calm.
He's a precious lamb.
He'll outsmart you when he's mad because he'll
He'll sit there and calculate the strategy.
Yeah, he's like 3 steps ahead.
All right,
Okay.
I'm anxious to
All
hear
right,
about
What
Chris.
about Chris, James?
Oh, Chris. He stays pretty quiet until he's had enough, and then he's like he blows up.
Yeah, literally,
Yeah.
James has had to come and just kind of pat me on the shoulder and be like, "It'll be all right, buddy."
You're the one who got to put them in a barrel hold until they calm down. Just wrap them up.
Just shut.
I get wound up over a period of a few hours,
A
but it's
few
going to be an
little
all-day event if I get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it takes you all day to get over it. See, that's the worst.
Yeah.
How long is it? Do you get over it pretty quickly once it's resolved?
Most of the time.
What about you, Boo? What would you say? Would you say you
It
get over
depends
it?
on the severity of it, but I mean,
I would
most
say
of the
she
time,
doesn't.
you don't think so?
No.
I'm gonna remember that.
We're
See what I mean?
We're like, it's going to be an
I
all-day
think it
event,
ling- I
baby.
think
You
it
better just
lingers.
strap in and get ready for
Bring
it.
You
a
think
snack
it
lunch,
lingers?
a flashlight.
I just throw those little comments out the rest of the day and steadily throwing shame.
Jabs.
Oh yeah, man. That might just be the female.
Yeah, because
part of it.
I'll tell Patrick, I'm like, I wasn't even being rude. And he's like, just because you say it nice doesn't make it nice.
That's right. If you tell me to suck a big one nicely, you're still saying suck a big one. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways.
Yeah, we have an interesting dynamic, and I don't want to tip too much about this, and I'm looking. Hello, camera. I know I haven't looked at you very much. I should look at you more, and I'm sorry. For listeners,
haven't either.
we have a video camera, and I'm not giving it enough love. Hello, people. I love you out there watching. So, yeah, that's right. Wave at them, everybody.
Yeah, so you can also go to Facebook if you're just listening on iHeart at either one of our pages, and we upload the podcast, the video podcast.
Yeah, the video version of it, if you want to watch it.
So you can see how precious James is.
That's right. That's right. But I don't want to tip too much of this, Boo. But I do kind of want to tease it a little bit because I am excited about it. And we had a filmmaker come by our home Friday night, and we sat down and discussed with them and the possibility of shooting a reality show pilot. And I believe that they're pretty damn excited. And so when we get back from our vacay, I think we're going to do that, right, babe?
Yeah. My biggest problem is, if I'm not out in public, I hate brawls. I hate them. So the idea of somebody being in my house filming me all the time, I'm like, so you're telling me I have to wear a bra? This is where we're at.
At your hometown.
I know, man. But
Never have to.
other than that, I'm game.
I mean, I don't know what the big deal is about that, because us men don't mind if you don't.
I'm sure you guys
I
don't.
guess it's other
I'm
women
sure my
that
kids
think,
would be
I don't know.
mortified when their friends are coming over. God, Mom, just put those
You
things
don't
away.
need a- you don't need a thermostat if
we
you-
are gonna have to. That is funny. Funny enough.
You ever drive down to 55?
We
See
are
your
gonna
breath?
have to move on to Big Tex. So before
Yes.
we do that, though,
Okay.
let's knock out that third question because it'll take a few minutes and
I
it
thought
could
we
be.
just did a third question.
No, that was our second one.
Oh, okay. Because I know okay.
But the third one, we're gonna knock out now. Go ahead.
All right, so the question is, if you could change 3 things.
Hey, slow it down, Chris.
Oh, sorry. If you could change 3 things about your country, what would you change?
Oh, jeez.
Oh man, I thought it was something else. No, I scratched that. Let me just ask another one because I had a great answer for this one, and I'm just gonna be
Everybody's got an
heartbroken
opinion about
if
that.
I
It
if I
takes a while
can't
to
use
get
it.
through
Yeah,
those.
that's
I'm
good.
glad you scratched
If you
that.
could have 3 people at your fantasy dinner party, dead or alive, who would those 3 people be?
Oh, jeez. 3 people.
I'll go ahead and
at
tell you mine then.
Your fantasy dinner party. Dead or alive. Okay.
Dead or alive, doesn't matter. So I would have Stephen Hawking.
Okay.
I would have Helen Keller. And then I would have Chris Brown.
Well, that's an unusual
And I would let
combination.
Helen Keller and Stephen Hawking go eat dinner. And I would just hang out with Chris. That's all. It's a dream dinner.
Well, it is. You know, the interesting thing, I will say this about Stephen Hawking. This is 100% true. You can look it up. There are actually photos, but every so often, because you know he had ALS, and so he was confined to, for most of his entire life, a wheelchair. And the only way he could communicate was basically he blew in this thing that translated stuff and moved stuff. And he had the voice thing, but he would have them take him to a strip club, take him out of his wheelchair, and set him on one of those things, and strippers would give him lap dances. I'm not kidding.
Mr. Hawking was a freak.
Boobs heal.
Hey, you know what?
They really do.
They're very healing.
Mad respect. The dude had to live in his head most of his whole
Yeah,
life,
that's true.
and the fact that that just lets you know how primal the root instinct of the male species is.
Right.
I can't physically do a damn thing, but I would like you to shake your boobs in front
I
of me.
couldn't
please.
imagine being him, man. That's
No, I would have been. I would be claustrophobic, freaked out.
Yeah.
That dude just took it all and turned it into genius. He was like the next Einstein, basically.
anytime where you have an idea to go to the strip club, that's genius.
Yeah.
I it can be fun, but I never understood the point. I'm kind of worked up. Let's go
I'm
to the
gonna tell you
strip
right
club.
now, you bring a little bit of money in there, you kind of feel like a superstar for a little while.
Yeah,
When
but you leave
you're
the
like,
strip
damn,
club more hard
I
up
left
than
my
you
trunk
were.
with him.
I just paid money to leave worse off than I came.
Yeah, you end up broke and you didn't get anything.
But,
Right.
But hey, it's just like my charity for the kids. I mean, you're
I
feeding the
dated a
kids
stripper
somewhere.
for a while.
Good for
You
you.
dated a stripper for a while?
Good for you.
I'm in love with the stripper.
So you still take Valtrex?
I didn't have to pay for
Wait
it.
a
Oh.
minute, wait. Everybody knows that what you do for a living, if, like, say you're a roofer, you probably got the worst roof in town because you're tired and you don't want to deal with your own stuff because you're dealing with everybody else's.
That is true.
So we know you weren't getting no free stripping.
Yeah, when she came home, he's like, shake it for me, baby. She's like, I'm tired,
I'm
James.
sure.
I shook it all night
Yeah.
long. What'd you do? Why don't you shake me some dinner?
Make it
James?
clap, girl. No,
Shake and bake.
James. All right, y'all. Who's the 3 people you'd have?
I'd say my mom.
Oh,
Okay.
And
Sorry.
No.
I should have had her at mine.
Yeah, you should.
His mom?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Y'all's mom?
She was in mine.
I'd say maybe Dave Chappelle.
Great one.
Oh, that's a great
He's
choice.
hilarious. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
brilliant.
And of course, maybe Eddie Murphy because
Man,
He can be a lot of different people.
man,
He can be
his
the whole Professor Clump family.
his
Yes.
first stand-up set, Delirious,
Yeah.
the one that was famous, where he wore the jumpsuit, the red jumpsuit.
Yeah.
That was what inspired me to want to do stand-up. Watching him do that, I was like, oh my God. Of course, now that set, he would be run out of town by a lynch mob.
Yeah.
Because it was so politically incorrect.
Yeah, well,
but at
people
that
nowadays,
time,
they're
it was so
weak.
funny.
You know, I mean, that's, if you, three things about the country, you know, you went to that one.
Well, we did.
One of the biggest ones, though.
We did.
One of the biggest ones is everybody's got to win, everybody gets a trophy, participation, and
Right, that is true.
everybody's weak, and I mean, they can't laugh anymore. No humor.
No, I agree with you.
Humor, you know, what people fail to realize with comedy is it's just a snapshot in time.
Yeah.
You know,
Like
it's
a culture.
not today, it's
Pop
then.
culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Did you
James?
name 3 people? We just got your mom and Dave Chappelle.
Oh, I said Eddie Murphy on there.
Oh, Eddie Murphy, I forgot.
All right,
Go ahead,
James.
James.
I'm gonna have to include Robin Williams.
Yes,
That's a
good
great
one.
choice.
Amazing. Yeah, that was devastating. You know, I'm a big racing guy, and my favorite was Dale Earnhardt.
Okay.
The one that caught on fire.
No, that
Junior
that
or
was Dale
senior?
Jr. Senior.
Oh, you want Junior?
No, senior.
Oh, you want, so you, didn't he die in a fire?
No,
I thought he got burned up in his car.
No, he got into
Dale Jr. had wrecked.
He ran into the wall.
Wrecked the yellow Corvette racing the road course after his dad passed away.
Oh, okay.
And said he felt someone pulling him out of the car, but there was no one there.
Ricky Bobby thought he caught on fire.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Who's your next one?
Ricky Bobby.
And since I couldn't pick one over the other, I'm gonna say my mother's parents, my grandparents.
Okay. All right.
One last time.
Yeah.
Dale Dobeck.
Dale Dobeck. That would be awesome, actually.
Okay, who are
Um,
yours?
I'd have to go with George Carlin, I think.
Yeah.
I think I'd throw Jim Morrison in there on acid. He's got to be on
You
acid.
can't have sober Jim.
No, just sober Jim wasn't worth
Nobody
anything.
wants to.
Neither is sober sex. Do you hear me? I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. It's a joke, guys.
No,
And
Patrick, I don't know, man. That's between y'all two.
It's a joke.
and all of your moms.
All of your moms.
Yeah, all
yes.
of your moms.
Hey, more power to you.
All
You can
right.
Use the money.
So yeah,
Yes, you could.
when we talk about who's got the biggest,
Hey, oh,
I think I came out with the biggest when we did y'all's commercial the other day.
that is true. That is true. You know what? I'm really thankful to both of you guys because I told Laura, I said, well, I kind of have this idea, and she's like, I don't know. And I said, well, let me just tell them about it, you know. And when I went in, you guys were like, let's do it, you know.
We're talking
We got
about,
to do it.
first of all, for people who are listening, we did a commercial for Big Tex, and this, these guys work for Big Tex here, Big
Yeah,
Tex
in
Trailers.
Benton.
We do?
Yeah,
No, I'm just playing.
but no, I'm just saying in case, we know what we're talking about, but
Right.
they might not. But anyways, Patrick's talking about the idea before we made the commercial of what we were going to do.
Yeah, and you'd have to go watch it. It's called Who's the Biggest? And it's a really kind of a funny spin on the size of the trailer.
It's
But
genius.
I thank you. But
It's 13-year-old boy genius. But yes, genius, nonetheless.
do you understand that my ego could never get inflated because as soon as anything good comes my way, she will take it down a notch just to make sure the air doesn't get too full.
Keeps you back.
But anyway, the crazy thing is no matter what kind of trailer just about that you're looking for, probably you guys have it. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Or can get it.
Yeah, I mean,
it has to do with the trailer. We got it.
I didn't realize that you guys rented, there's a company, I probably shouldn't say their name, but if you're moving, you go to this company and get a trailer
and
to
they
rent.
overcharge you for boxes. You know
Yes,
they are.
Yeah.
and all that. I didn't realize that you guys don't, to me, I just thought you guys sold trailers. But you could also come there and rent them too. So, yeah, that's
Now,
a
what-
side
But
note.
the only downfall of that is ours have to come back to our location.
Yeah, you gotta bring it back.
There's no one way.
That's all right.
Well, a lot of people in Saline County just move from one house to the other.
That's
so
right.
Yeah, once you come
One
to
trailer
St.
park
County,
to the
not
other.
many get out.
That's right.
You don't leave.
Well, I mean, and with our cargo trailers too, some people just need a storage place for a month or two. It's a lot cheaper than
Than a pod.
Yeah.
You know, I never thought of that. That's actually pretty
They're
damn
like
smart.
rolling storage buildings, and there's a lot of people that they buy these portable buildings, and you could do the same result with something you don't have to have anybody else move if you get a cargo trailer.
All right,
They
let's
sell a lot
say-
of them, too.
Let's say that I'm not really a mechanical type of guy, right? I got a truck, I don't have a hitch, and I want to get a trailer to pull something, you guys can pretty much help them out on something like that, right?
Yep, we can do that.
You can fix that. You
We
can
can
solve
take
it.
care of it, yep.
So you don't have to be some know-it-all to be able to do that. You can go there and they can help you get you fixed up.
That's right.
One thing too is they have parts for about every kind of thing you can imagine. So you
Yeah.
don't have to drive around that hoopty of a trailer that you got anymore. They can help you get it fixed. You don't have to have it all duct taped instead of welded and stuff like
Oh,
that.
what about the people? Because it's huge now. The ATVers and the side-by-side people.
Oh, my
like
God.
that is such a hobby. Like
Yeah.
right now. And I'm going to tell you what, Mark Fitz. We went to Carter's Off-Road for
Carter
him.
Off-Road Park, yeah.
And he let us use their side-by-side and their 2 4-wheelers. Man, we had to get when we got it, they were already loaded. But I watched. But either
Yeah.
way, when we got there, getting them off, it was putting them back on. Because the 4-wheelers had to go on sideways.
Yeah.
And they didn't have the ramp that went up the side. Do y'all sell ramps?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah,
See?
because I'm gonna tell you what, you have to keep moving it this way, and
It was- oh my gosh.
and it's covered in mud, and I was like, oh my God, man,
Yeah.
come on.
That's the fun part.
Not the trying to get it pushed sideways in there with your.
Yeah, it's really
Well,
hard.
if the mud was still wet, then
The
always
trailer
goes
was
in
probably a
each
little
one's
more
wet.
narrow than we recommended.
Wow, I get that. I heard
Big Tex Trailers.
Big Tex Trailers.
We're here for you.
Here's something else you might not know, because there are Big Tex Trailers all over the place, all over the country. This particular one in Benton, owned by the manufacturer.
That's right.
So the good thing there is you've eliminated the middleman, the broker, and that's why, Christy, you told me the other day when I was there, you stay on top of the market. You know exactly
That's right.
what the competition price is, and you know exactly where to be.
That is absolutely right. We will have the best price.
Now,
And
Are you
look,
like
no, I mean-
Walmart? Do you match?
No, yeah,
We
we
will
do.
price match it.
We do.
See, that's
As long as
awesome.
it's apples to apples.
Yeah, if you can get us a written quote from a competitor, we will beat their price.
okay.
We won't just match it, we'll beat it.
Now,
That's
tell
awesome.
us a product, a trailer that someone might not just immediately think, oh, those guys would have that.
I would say that the Aluma that we have for
The equipment,
the Spider, what is it?
the slingshot.
Slingshot, yeah, the slingshot.
Now, what is that?
The
A lot of people
little
that have
three-wheel
that slingshot
car
don't
motorcycle
really know
slings.
where to turn to get a trailer, because there's a little bit of uniqueness to that ATV. It has like 3 wheels, right? And so you would have to have 3 ramps, or the trailer's not low enough to the ground. This one is actually specifically made for that purpose. And I think the only other manufacturer that has anything like that is in California.
Is that right? So that's for the serious ATV that
But we
you,
actually have one
Well,
on
it's
our
a-
lot right
The
now.
bikes with 3 wheels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the slingshot is,
People are paying as much.
It's a little
It's
wide.
like
It's-
buying a car when you buy one.
it's like a 3-wheeled car, basically.
Yeah.
Open
Okay.
top, manual transmission, steering wheel.
Okay.
But it's considered a motorcycle.
okay.
And
They're pretty
it's
fun.
got, like 14, 15-inch wheels like a car, single wheel in the back. 2
Kinda like a
seats side by
Can-Am?
side. It's a Can-Am, but like you sit in it.
Okay.
It's,
Yeah.
It's like a
It's like
3-wheeled
a
Corvette, basically.
convertible.
Okay. And so then that's a big thing people are
It's
getting
like
now.
a guy with a midlife crisis. That's a perfect toy.
Okay. And so
Nice.
what he's saying is that those people who invest in that, the only trailers you can get, either you're going to have it custom done, or you're going to have to get it out of California,
Yeah.
where you're going to pay an
Serious
exorbitant
money.
amount.
Yeah, serious money.
That's-
We actually teamed up with one of the best aluminum manufacturers in the country. In fact, if you check them out, they're aluminum. But the best. You can't find a bad word about them. And they make them in Iowa, and we have them brought in from Iowa.
I'm gonna start trolling them today
Yeah.
on the internet just
We
so
have
they
them
have a
brought-
bad
actually,
word
the
about them.
interesting thing about that
Aluma
company.
KLM.
Interesting thing about that company is KLM was the name of a marketing company that was doing the marketing for Aluma, and they liked the product so much their owner actually decided to buy the company out.
Wow,
That is
So
awesome.
their marketing company bought them.
If you guys don't know where they're at, they're on I-30. If you're going to Benton, it's right before Brown's Country Kitchen. That's a staple. Everybody, if you're familiar with Sling County, you know where Brown's is. It's literally the driveway right before.
What
We've got
exit?
2
Congo
lots in
Road
there.
exit?
Yeah.
118.
And basically, we've got the lot with our store, and then we've expanded to across the street there next to Brown's. There's 2 lots over there that we've taken.
Yeah, y'all have a lot of inventory.
I have
that's for
never
sure.
seen more trailers in one place in my life unless you count a trailer park.
Well, when your mom was a lot lizard, there was a lot there.
Well, that is true.
Yeah.
But that
I thought
was
she
those were
was a mirror
semi-trailers. A what?
What is a mirror monkey?
Mirror monkey,
It's like a lot lizard.
feet never hit the floor, or feet never hit the ground, go from one mirror to the next.
Oh, yes.
Like a lot lizard. They have
Very
many
similar.
names. Many names.
A lot of miles on that girl.
Mm.
I was talking about the trailers
Yes,
that they
yeah,
rent.
absolutely.
I was done.
Online, where's the place to go to see you guys?
Go to bigtextrailerworld.com/Benton.
Okay, or you're on Facebook, right?
We're on Facebook, Big Tex Trailers Benton.
Okay, and you guys are pretty active answering questions on Facebook, getting back to
Absolutely,
people that way?
Chris, use your big boy voice.
Yeah.
It's too late now. I just have to mic him up.
When he's telling a joke, though, he's on it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. He only manages to play.
Yeah, that's right.
Like that one guy, Boom Out.
I'm one of those guys that can talk you into a subtle purchase.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna take it soft. You're the soft close.
That's right. You gotta
Yeah.
you gotta bounce back and forth.
James gonna hit you with a hammer. You're behind it today.
Yes, I can see. You probably
Oh,
deal
I'm
with
kidding.
those guys that are like, because yeah, never mind. How do I say that?
Besides
without-
price, I mean, look, lots of places
I don't
can
have
have good.
feelings. I was in
Not
the
yours.
Marine Corps.
Yeah,
I
when
was gonna say
James,
Chris.
when you sit down with James to do a credit application, he says, "What's your social security number?"
Well, you may as well start with that, huh?
Your other left.
He frightens you. You're giving him date of birth. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now, what besides great value, because look, Amazon has a low price too for lots of things. But what makes you guys different than other your competition?
That's a good question. We're part of a network of close to 80 owned Big Tex manufacturer-owned stores. So we call it the Trailer World Network.
Yeah.
And so if you purchase from us, there's going to be another one somewhere that can help you if you have a warranty issue. We're stronger than just us. We back everything up 100%. But I mean, we are a group of people that back you up. And when you've got the manufacturer backing you up, when we own the store that sold you the trailer,
Yeah.
you know you're going to get taken care of.
I'll
That's a
t-
big benefit.
That is a big benefit. I'll tell you my take on it, and then we got to get out of here. My take on it is, a lot of times you go somewhere, and you do feel like that you're dealing with slick salespeople. You know, that's how they come across. My experience with Big Tex is that they're just like you and I. They're regular guys. They live around here. They know what's going on, and they're going to help you get what you need. They're not there to blow sunshine up your skirt or whatever you want to say.
I really love that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sunshine up your skirt.
They're just real dudes.
Take a little bit of surprise to it. I guess there's some people who are used to being pressured or whatnot. We're kind of laid back.
Yeah.
So, we'll tell the guy, hey, think about it tonight and, kind of figure out what you want to do, come back tomorrow.
That kind of freaks
And
them
he's
out,
like,
doesn't it?
what?
It kind of freaks them out. Like, what do
I'm
you
not
mean?
gonna run out on the parking lot and chase you around.
Yeah.
What are you?
No, I didn't figure you were chasing anybody. Maybe it's you. Is
You got
that
to know
wrong?
one.
I'm sorry.
No, that
James.
was perfectly fine.
I just time
Yeah,
to go.
well,
Hey, share our new channel with everybody, would you? Please?
Hey, if you need a DJ for a wedding or a birthday party or the end of the summer bash
Or officiating a wedding.
or officiating a wedding,
Yes.
or what else do you do?
Well, I do make custom furniture.
He does
Your
make
mom.
custom furniture.
Yeah, well, for the right price. I will do
Your
that
mom.
too. Yeah, that's it. We're out of here.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Special thanks to our friends at Big Tex Trailer Sales Benton.